not the leader of a cult. RabbitWithAxe.
Greetings, demons, and welcome to a quick look at the Fortnite crew for May 2025. This time we have Kwame? Wame? I don't know. I have no clue how that's pronounced, but in any case, a pretty interesting outfit to say the least. Kind of a, I guess, tactical samurai office worker, I'd almost say. Stationary Samurai is the set, so I assume it is supposed to be some sort of samurai office worker. Very interesting concept, cut through the red tape. Very nice. And of course, we'll go into more detail in the locker, but we also have the Lego style. Pretty cool. The office-bound pack back bling. The Kwame's katana. I'm going to go with Kwame, I think. Very nice. And then as for legacy styles, we do have Nyangelica Coda's legacy. Very, very nice. Same goes for the Angie counter. And the Hex Cutter's pickaxe. Very nice. We have the Bones Auric legacy. And the same goes for the Spine Rider Batbling, as well as the Skull Blade pickaxe. Very cool. Haruka of the Masks has the Phase legacy, with the same going for the Shadow Hayatan Batbling and the Sharpened Shadow pickaxe. Then for Der Taisho, we have the Rhymebound or Rimbound legacy, with same going for Sushi Chef's Batbling and the Greenest Onion pickaxe. Then for Lady of Cranes, we have the Cosmic legacy. Same goes for the Eternal Fortune Batbling. And finally, the Gilded Naginata pickaxe. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's get all the new stuff equipped and check it out in the locker. And starting with the outfit, I just want to point out that, yes, Kwame is going to be compatible with all your kicks. So just to get it out of the way, let's try on with the Crux. Let's try on with the Air Jordan 1 High OG, which most people should have. And then, if you're an Eminem fan, the Air Jordan 3 SE Unite. Very cool. And I will take them off for the rest of this review, because he does have some pretty interesting looking trainers, it must be said. I'm not sure if I like them that much. I think I honestly do prefer him wearing kicks, but I'm sure some people like that, and it is overall, you know, befitting of the rest of the style. But in terms of details, you do have a coffee cup on the front there, along with some pens. You got a little ID card on the waist there, which is pretty cool. The headphones, obviously, are pretty, I guess, garish is one way of saying it, with how red they are, though it does match with the gloves, as well as what I can only assume is the lanyard under the shirt. I'm not really sure what else that would be on the shirt there with a little bit of red. But yeah, very nice little bit of colour there, along with the green of the jacket, well, I was going to say green of the trousers, but I'm not actually sure if they are green or if they're grey. It's kind of hard to tell. The colours a bit. It's not the exact same as the jacket, which I think is putting me off a little bit. But yeah, overall, the little splashes of red and little splashes of yellow really do make it pop against the, you know, black, or I guess blackish red, brownish almost, white and green of the rest of the outfit. The hair is pretty interesting as well. Kind of like, I don't know what style it is, but it very much just reminds me of cartoon sheep. It just is a random thing there, but still pretty nice. A bit different. I like the fact that the fringe does cover the eyes. It's something we don't really see often. Very cool overall. And then the sword on the side, obviously, is a little bit big, a little bit in the way, I'd say, in some instances. But overall, I think a lot of people are going to like that. And people that like, you know, the more tactical sort of look, but also want a bit of samurai action, are going to enjoy this quite a bit. As for the Batbling, we have the Office-Bound pack. And it is, unfortunately, a pretty generic bag. Kind of like a laptop bag. It does obviously have a laptop in it, along with a binder, or a little notepad, I should say. It has a knife on the outside, which is pretty nice. And then 2 little pens as well. Overall, pretty basic, but it does match with the rest of the aesthetic, including having a matching sticker right there on the laptop compared to what is on the holster of the outfit. Pretty cool overall. And yeah, once again, colours match up pretty well. The red, the yellow, and then the, you know, black for the most part, which does match up pretty well with the rest of the outfit. Pretty good overall. Then for the pickaxe, we have Kwame's katana, which looks pretty nice. Obviously, comes out of the holster as well. The I don't even know what a katana holder is called, actually. I do know what that's called, but I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Sheath? guess, katana sheath. Either way, it does remove it when you equip it, which is pretty nice. Once again, you do have that same sticker on the blade. Nice little shine effect as well on it, if you are interested in that. Overall, good design. And as for the sound, that's not how I do it. How do I do it? Which button is it? They keep changing the button. Oh, there actually just isn't. Okay. Swing. There we go. Here's the generic sword sound effect, which not really a big issue with that. I think it still sounds pretty good. Okay. Very nice. And then I have been, neglecting it throughout this, but we will just quickly go through the styles. So obviously standard, the overtime legacy, auric legacy, phase legacy, rhyme-bound or rim-bound legacy, and finally the cosmic legacy. Overall, pretty good. I do quite like the overtime look. I like the blue. The blue and yellow is really, really nice. And then as for the back bling, with the same selection, standard, overtime, auric, phase, rhyme-bound or rim-bound, and cosmic. Of course, cosmic won't load. There we go. And finally, for the pickaxe, same thing goes. Standard, overtime, auric, phase, rhyme-bound, and the cosmic legacy. Very nice. There is just one final thing we do need to check, and that is the Lego style for Kwame. And overall, pretty nice. A little bit darker than the regular skin itself. There's less green, though. The dark green from Lego is a little bit too bright, I suppose, to match with the outfit. So, yeah, adds to that tactical sort of look overall, which I think is pretty nice. I like the little face there on the ID card. I think that's pretty cool. And, yeah, overall, the hairpiece is pretty unique, as to be said. And the print is detailed enough in and of itself. But that is really all I could say for the Lego minifigure. But with that being said, that is going to be everything for the May 2025 crew pack. It is actually pretty decent. I'm not a huge fan of, the office wear or even the tactical sort of stuff. So, unfortunately, this one really isn't for me. But I do see a lot of elements that I think people are going to really enjoy. Kind of a unique take on the whole tactical, appearance. And at the very least, another katana is always appreciated. And I'm sure plenty of people are going to find combos for that bat bling. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new to it, and ring the bell so you don't miss an upload. Otherwise, comment below your thoughts and feelings below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but worlds divide. I just wanna take